مرحبا شباب. In the previous video we just finished testing our service class, and here as you can see I just added in some test methods, some assert statements, added some more of those, and yeah, you can check it out in the this will be all in the part _21 and in the part _22 branch to find. And now let's finally start with the integration tests. And let's start here with the task controller. It's the only controller we have. Create test. Task controller, I call it integration test. Setup, yes, and say here okay. And as you might be wondering, we need some annotations here. Extend with annotation to use Spring extensions, and those Spring extensions we will use them for features of JUnit 5. So okay, now let's come to the next annotation. It's web MVC test, and there we have to say for which controllers we want to apply this. Controller, and this takes an array. Task controller class, nice. Now we need to auto wire new fields. We use here constructor injection mock MVC of type mock MVC. Okay. This is wrong. It should be like this. Yeah, that should be it. Hopefully. I think I need to import it. Yes, I need to import it. So basically, this annotation here, the web MVC test annotation is used to test Spring MVC controllers. It can be used to test a single controller or a group of controllers by specifying which controller you want to test. In this case, we need this here. Just let me Alt Command and L to autoline it. This annotation will create a mock web environment, including a mock servlet, context, and configure Spring MVC infrastructure components such as controllers, formatters, and converters. It can also be used for some other components or annotations. This will create now a mock web environment and configure MVC infrastructure components for us, as I already said. Yeah. And it also provides us this instance of mock MVC here, which we need to test the endpoints. So we need our service class, and let's call it with a mock bean. So mock bean. So it gets here injected in our test class. Private late init var mock service. By the way, like when I'm using mock-k or mock-keto and I'm mocking things, I like to call it mock, like mock service, mock controller, and so on, so other people know it's not an actual implementation, not a real object. Later we will need also here some IDs, so let's create an ID, private cloud, task ID. Let's give it, I don't know, let's say 77. Let's create a, I would say a dummy task DTO. Dummy DTO. Let's call it dummy task DTO because it's a task DTO here. And now we need to give it an ID. Let's give it the same ID. Let's give it the 77. Description. Finish. Video series. Okay, it's more a task description for me. Is reminder set to true. This task open, set it to true. Local date time now. And it gets a little bit too long, so let's break it up here on extra lines. Yes, it's created on this. And yeah, priority. Say priority is low. Nice. The errors are gone. System warnings. Okay. Okay. Now it looks more better than before. So let me just see what we need also a mapper for, yeah, we need also a mapper for serializing and deserializing JSON objects in Kotlin. We need a Jackson object mapper. Mapper Jackson. Okay, Jackson object mapper. Okay. Yeah. The Jackson object mapper function provides various functions for serializing, deserializing Java object to and from JSON, from a JSON object, such as write value as string and read value. Okay. So, but the next thing we need is to also tell this mapper what kind of, that we have, that it should use a time module because we have this here. To also serialize and deserialize this field, local date time now. So that's why we have to say here, mapper, register module. Okay, code completion fails today again. Say register module, Java, time, module. This needs the braces. Nice. So this field can now also be deserialized and serialized from and to a JSON object. And I would say now we could start writing our first integration test. Yeah, so let's start with just, I would say we want to test at first, I don't know, all tasks, this endpoint. So let's start. Again, we need the test annotation as well as for integration test. We need the test annotation, which also needs to be imported. Okay. Give it a name. given all tasks endpoint is called, then check for number of tasks. Okay, basically we just check the size of the list. So let's create another dummy DTO. So we have a few of them. It's task DTO DTO. Here we also need to give some values like 22 as ID. Let's take again by homos. False is false. Line break. Create bonds again. Here called priority media nice. Okay. And you can again add the names, so the warning goes away. Nice. And yeah, now this is basically our given. Okay, given section. We move on now to the when section. So now we need the when block from Mockito. This is now not Mockay. Here I'm using Mockito for the integration tests. When, okay, it's done, it's imported. Now we need our mock service. The mock service, get all tasks. When this is called, then by the way, I'm using this Mockito library for the integration test because I couldn't use Mockay for integration test. If any of you who watches this video knows how to use Mockay in integration test for controllers, please let me know in the comment section below. So, dummy task DTO, and when we are mocking again things when get all task is called, we just say what should happen. We'll just return a list which has these two fields, these two local variables inside it, this local variable and this global variable inside of it. Then we have next local variable, we call it result actions of type result actions. Result actions mock MVC dot perform. This is now our field where we use constructor injection because of this annotation. We have it right now, we can use it. Yes, this field gets provided for us with constructor injection by the annotation at MVC frame at web MVC. So now we said when this perform should be called mock MVC is request builders. Now say get for, because this is a get call, as you can see, get mapping. That's why we need the get here. And need all tasks, but we also need this one here. So slash API slash, or I didn't copy it properly, or tasks, okay. And now let's come to the then block bugs. This needs to be imported. Import class. Then, okay, what happens now? Result actions and expect. We expect mock MVC result matches. MVC result matches to be has a specific status. The status should be 200 for success. Okay. And now let's next line result actions and expect. Now we are just checking for the content. What should be the content? Oh gosh, import. Should be that one. I hope so. Check for the content type. You basically just checking the content type is media type application JSON. Media type. Application, there it is, JSON. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, just let me see. Okay. And the last thing we check here is result actions and expect JSON path. JSON path to be the size. I mean, we now wanna how to say it? We wanna it's a bit difficult to explain. We wanna I forget the word access. Sorry, I just forgot the word access. The actual object. The actual object can be accessed by the $sign, and now we have some things we can access, like the size. Yeah, like the size here, and say. Wait a second. I think I made somewhere a mistake. Or no? JSON path. Okay. Dot value should be to unasif. I'm sorry. The problem was I had wrong imports. These are the correct ones. Just let me show you. Just run the tests. So basically, the thing is, you need both of them. The content and this JSON path needs to be from the mock MVC result matchers, not from the result matches, not from the request matches. These are the correct imports: result, mock MVC result matchers, content, and JSON path. And yeah, just what I just did here was also now quickly I paused the video and added here a local variable. And yeah, a local variable to save the tasks. And now we can, what you can see, the content type, just checking if it's an application JSON or not. And the JSON path here with this dollar sign, what I want to say, we are accessing the actual object, and we're accessing of the actual response, to be honest, the size. And this size should be equal to our task size. And as you can see, the test went successful because we are here returning the tasks. And yeah, that's basically it. It's our first integration test. And follow me along in the next tests where we write more integration tests. See you soon. إلى اللقاء يا شباب.